So Biden is doing a teeny little bit more on the issue of student debt. Take a look at this from Forbes. Biden to automatically cancel $5.8 billion in student loans for over 300,000 disabled borrowers. So now the total number, actually, to be clear, the total number is 323,000 disabled borrowers. 323,000. So this brings the total number of canceled student loans to $9 billion. It's about $9 billion in total that he's canceled. That includes the people who got it canceled in this story and the people who went to for-profit colleges, private colleges, that we basically learned afterwards because of some good investigative reporting, they're scams. And they made a million claims that are untrue about job placement and whatnot. And so those people had their student loans canceled. These people had their student loans canceled. And there's one other group, which I'm blanking on. It may have been veterans. I don't know. There's I don't want to speculate because I forgot which group it is, but I know there's three separate groups that got student loan debt cancellation. Now, there is a giant problem, though, with this story, which is now there's some conflicting reporting, but what I read is that they have to fill out a form and submit it, which obviously could be very difficult for a severely disabled person to do. And also, they say a lot of the borrowers might not even know that Biden just canceled it, that there's really no network that's coordinating where you could just let them all know, like, hey, it's canceled, just so you know. And so they might still ask them for payment. So it's messy. It wasn't done properly. The whole submitting a form, especially for severely disabled, makes no sense. And the other thing is he didn't do it under the 1965 Higher Education Act, which is he has the authority to do it under the 1965 Higher Education Act. But the fact that he didn't do it under that leads me to believe he's really only going to do it around the edges. Because, okay, $9 billion of canceled student loan debt, good, but it should have been automatic. Nobody should have to submit forms or anything like that. And also, there's like $1.7 trillion worth, bro. Now, I'm no mathematician, but you do the math on that. 1.7 trillion minus 9 billion equals what? It's really a drop in the bucket. So on this one, I'm going to reserve judgment and, yeah, okay, I guess a little bit of credit, but no, you need to go way further on this. On the issue of Afghanistan, I look at that and I go, okay, he's actually really getting out. Like, Kabul fell. It's in the hands of the Taliban. All of our soldiers there are just securing the airport to keep getting our people out. By the way, over 30,000 people have gotten out. So he did the right thing. So full credit. But on this, no, I'll give you full credit if you cancel $1.7 trillion of student loan debt. Because you can do it. You have the authority to do it. You should do it. And, by the way, that would be the best stimulus program imaginable for an entire younger generation that's, shackled by that debt, that can't get a house or can't get a car. That's a real stimulus for the economy if you were to forgive that debt. That debt should be forgiven, just like medical debt should be forgiven. That debt shouldn't exist. It never should have existed. So many other countries have free college or near free college. We're not even close to that in this country. He can bring us a step closer, and he could do it with the swipe of a pen, but he hasn't done it yet. So it's just ever so slightly inching, or not even inching, millimetering in the right direction, maybe a centimeter in the right direction, whatever, but got to go further, got to cancel it all. It's the right thing to do. And this shows you the tremendous power of a U.S. president, that they can just get rid of it in a second. And so that should make the left really open their eyes and get serious about gaining political power, because if we had a real lefty in office, they could do that on day one and transform so many lives like that. So go further is all I have to say on this story. Go further.